So glad you're here. When I saw the value that we're gonna present, I was like, I don't even need one, and I have to have it. So let me tell you what we are doing today. With the quality of the HP name, you are not only getting an incredible, incredible Chromebook, you are getting, for the first time ever, it's the first touchscreen Chromebook. So basically, you're getting your laptop that has the opportunity to give you a dual core processor, but it is Chrome operating system, which is, listen, Google. Google is our life. You know what that means to me? It means to me it's easy, and it also means, which we'll explain to everyone, that you get everything in the world of simplicity and security to go right along with it. We are not only giving you the Chromebook, and there it is, your speed, simplicity, and security. You're getting a touch screen for the first time ever. We've never done a touch screen Chromebook before. Weighs a little over 3 pounds, but guess what? You are also getting an entire printer, an all-in-one printer to go right along with it, so that you can print, you can copy, you can scan, all of it with the ink. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about the ink program, because I swear by this ink program. It used to make me nuts to run out of ink and have to get in the car, drive and get it. No more. You are also going to have, with this, the opportunity to have tech support, 100% US-based tech support. This is the most feature-rich combination that we have ever had. Lowest price we have ever had. All you do is choose color. We have the white that is absolutely the most limited, and all the printers are white. You can choose the white Chromebook. We have the ink blue, and the ink blue has definitely been, by far and away, the most popular one. Or we have it available for everyone in the chalk. It is a complete office makeover at the lowest price laptop that we have ever had, with the incredible amount of features. $299.99. We will ship it to you for free. It is on 6 flex pay payments. It is, beside the fact that this is an incredible today's special too, it is without a doubt giving you all the brand names you know, the quality that you need, everything that you need, and the fact that you have the Chromebook, so you have Google, which is, listen, to me, I know one thing is I'm always intimidated by computers. I'm not intimidated, because that's my life. I know how simple and easy it is. I know how to access all of my different apps. And with us today, of course, to tell us a lot more, the fabulous Aaron Berger. Hi.
This is an exciting one to do, because like you said, yes, it's really the whole office makeover. Right. Have we done a Chromebook before? Sure, we've done a Chromebook. Have we done a printer before? Sure. What we've never done is a touch screen. Look at this, look at this, look at this. A touch screen Chromebook and a printer all bundled in one at a price that you'd expect to pay for sort of like an okay tablet. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Let alone for a computer with 4 gigs of RAM. Like our top selling computers at HSN are $500, $600, $700 computers. They have 4 gigs of RAM. So your multitasking is gonna be fabulous on this. Your speed is gonna be fabulous. One thing I wanna show you guys real quickly, I'm gonna set this in front of me just to give you all a comparison between the blue and the gray, because I know you can't always see it when they're still, but I think I can show you, you can see it really,
you sure can there.
Much better there, right? So this is the blue, the ink blue that Bobby was talking about, and this is the gray. It's kind of a darker gray. That blue is brand new. We've never had a blue Chromebook before. Isn't it pretty?
Isn't that exciting?
Super, super nice color.
Why it's in the lead.
Everybody has really dug it. So something else I want to show you here while we're just kind of getting our bearings. Notice this screen, I just set it on top of the printer so it'll be kind of out of my way. This is live streaming right now. This is live streaming HSN. So that could be live streaming Netflix, that could be live streaming Hulu, that could be live streaming, could be live streaming anything. The reason I point that out is some people go, okay, $299. Is my printer, how's my printer gonna do when I wanna live stream? How's my printer gonna do when I wanna multitask? How's my printer gonna do when I wanna do webcam? Is it gonna be fast enough, basically?
Yeah.
It's live.
Check it out, you can see.
So yes, we're live streaming our show right now just because we have the rights to live stream whatever we want on HSN, but it could just as well be Netflix, it could just as well be Hulu, it could just as well be ABC, NBC, CBS, you name it. Anything you want to stream. You see how quick this is? And I'm gonna do this, so I'm gonna stand up and we'll look at my screen for a minute. Multitasking, that's another way that a lot of people sort of right away test their computer, see how fast it is. Well, you see I've got hsn.com up, I'm streaming and all, or not streaming, sorry, pinching and zooming right there. If I wanted to go into Google Photos, boom. If I wanted to go into YouTube, boom. If I wanted to download Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel, there's Microsoft Word. There's Microsoft Excel. Here's Netflix. Here's Candy Crush. If you want to play a game on your computer, so nice having a computer that is touchscreen. So much more fun to play games on a touchscreen computer, certainly, than a non-touchscreen. If you wanted to listen to, get this, the music on this, or excuse me, not the music necessarily, the sound on this is... isn't
it Bang & Olufsen?
It's Bang & Olufsen. Bang & Olufsen sound. So this is phenomenal. The best sound. This is really the best of the best sound. When it comes to HP computers, the nicest sound they put in it is and that's like in their top level, is Bang & Olufsen. So we're missing a... We need a G up there to complete the chord.
There we go.
But anyway, you get the idea, right? So the sound is awesome. And then I've got one other thing, I think, going on here. Let me hop down to, oh yeah, what else do I have up over here? Oh, I know, this is really important. This is the Google Play Store. So the Google Play Store means you have access to the wealth of Google movies and games and music and television and books. You can download all those things right to your computer now. And that's new. That's only been in the last year or two that you've been able to do that on Chromebooks. Google is the #1 app store in the world. If you want to download Microsoft Office, no problem. If you want to download Netflix, no problem. If you want to download Hulu, no problem. If you want to download all your favorite games that you play. I mean, you name you can't think of something essentially that you won't be able to download. And then one more quick thing. A lot of people didn't know, and we've had this question often, can you print from a Chromebook? Well, indeed, you can print from a Chromebook. And on this one, we also just, happen to include the printer. So if you take a look at the printer over here, all you do is download the HP Smart app.
Okay.
And if you have a question about that later, I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of packing in a lot of info here. If you have a question about that later, look, this is the first time we've sold a lot of Chromebooks here. Yeah. We have never sold them as quickly. This is only the 3rd airing on this computer, and they are...
And I'll tell you, almost 100 just flew out in the first couple of minutes
here. They're flying. I mean, and people are calling, literally, my family's calling to ask about this. That's how good it is. And I would say buy it in a heartbeat. One of the reasons I'm really comfortable saying that, even if you've never used a Chromebook before, and again, a Chromebook is a laptop computer, and I'll talk more about how it's simpler, safer, more secure in a few minutes. Right. But we include Chromebook tech support. So if you get this home and you go, well, how do I print? You know, I'm not sure. Aaron said to download a free app. It's the HP Smart app. But if you just, you know, if that wasn't knowledge that you were born with, if that's something you had to find out, look at, you just dial that free number. It's tech support. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 100% US-based. Whether it's how do I print, how do I get online, because this has Wi-Fi, of course. How do I use the Bluetooth that's built in? How do I use the webcam that's built in? You know how much money you end up paying? Because I've paid for this before, because I'm always so confused. These services are expensive, right?
Holy cow, yeah, trust me. I mean, at $299 for all of this, I've paid over $100 easily.
Just for the support,
for a tech
right?
support.
For the service support. And by the way...
Oh, look at the colors. That's great.
We could spend another 25 minutes just on the printer. So the printer, just so you know, it's a printer, a copier, and a scanner. It comes with 2 full ink. So if you just have to go buy ink for your old printer right now, you know, you're probably out 60 or 70 bucks just for ink, right? You won't be on this printer because we're including full inks, and this has HP Instant Ink, which I'm not going to tell you about because Bobby is such a fan of it.
I swear by it.
I'm going to let Bobby tell you all about HP Instant Ink.
It is the best thing in the world. And I'm like, you know, what was that joke? How do it know?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how the computer knows, but as soon as I'm low on ink, you get the little email that comes through, the ink is on its way. You never have to worry about going out, running out of ink, going out and buying ink. I literally swear by that system. So, you know, and it's the same thing to Aaron, that I've looked at this. I'm sure Aaron, as he said in his family, like, I don't even need one, and I want one. This is you know, when I looked at it, you know what I thought? Why isn't this in July? This is like isn't it?
It's funny.
It's like a July birthday value.
I literally thought 2 days ago, it was the night before we launched it. This is the honest to God's truth. I told this story on air. I was in the shower, and I was thinking about, you know, my show the next morning, and just thinking about the product. I was like, oh, we're doing this because it's birthday month. And no, it's June, not July. I always get it confused if it's June or July. July is birthday month. This isn't birthday month, actually.
We're getting you ready for our birthday
We are certainly bringing the cake early.
Yeah, and by the way, just to speak that, I want to take a moment and just kind of update you already where we are. In the white, and this is the beautiful white, I have only 400 remaining in the white. So the white, the most limited. All of the printers are white, but you can choose either the ink blue, which most people are loving, loving, and the chalk. So the ink blue is brand new. It's the first time ever. But it doesn't matter. But here's what you're getting if you just tuned in. You're not only getting the incredible Chromebook, but you're also getting the opportunity for the first time ever to have the touch screen. So think about that. I can't turn this around. But you have the touch screen. We've never, ever done a touch screen before. The ink blue is brand new. You have the opportunity to additionally get not only total tech support with this, but when you have a Chromebook with that Google, basically, I call it a Google operating. Is that right?
It is
Google operating system.
It is the Google Chrome operating system. It's safer, simpler, more secure.
Right, so you get the speed, because when you see this starts up in a matter of like seconds, then you get the simplicity. I love that. I mentioned this a little early, even with Joe, that I always say I am an electronic idiot. I mean, if I get very intimidated, it needs to be simple, it needs to be easy, but what I know, that this has a Google operating system, I know that. I know how to navigate that. I know how to,
a lot of us use
Facebook,
it on our
apps,
already.
our phones,
yeah.
Exactly, that's basically our life. And then the security that you're getting, because now I don't even have to spend any money on virus protection or remember to do the crazy updates that I never remember to do.
So let's talk about that for a minute.
Can't wait.
The computer has a built-in updates, and it doesn't run what are called executable files. Executable files are the files that gum up your computer, that bring viruses and spyware and malware and all that into your computer. We'll start with speed, though. So speed, virtually no setup time. The average is 90 seconds to set this up. You plug it in, you turn it on. By the way, it only weighs 3.4 pounds. Yes. It's super duper lightweight. You won't even know you have it with you. The battery life is about 8 to 10 hours, depending on usage, but I think that's a pretty good estimate. Very, very simple. Speed, simplicity, security. Simple because the Google apps that many of us already use are at your fingertips, and if you don't use them already, they're so simple. If you're thinking, can I do Microsoft Word on this? Yes. Can I do Microsoft Excel on this? Yes. Can I navigate to any of my websites? Absolutely. In fact, if I put this computer in front of you and just had the web browser open, you wouldn't know it was a Chrome operating system, probably. I mean, unless you were really paying attention, it feels just like a PC or just like a Mac, just like any other computer that's, has a web browser open.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is the same. Except it's more secure. So built-in virus protection, and as it says there, automatically does background updates for you. So here's what that means. It means that you don't have to worry, is my computer up to date? Is my computer safe? Is my computer protected? The computer does all of that stuff for you, and it does all of it by itself. So when you get on your computer, you just get to have fun. What is it you love to do? Do you like to watch movies? Do you like to look for coupons and get a great deal? Do you like to use the webcam to talk to your loved ones? Do you have to get work done? Well, that's no problem. You can just download Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel. Or if you want to just do it all for free, Google Docs and Google Sheets are both free to use. Those are free apps that are almost exactly like Word and Excel.
And so easy to use.
They're really simple. And the other really cool thing, actually, I'll show you guys a little demonstration here, and I'll show you how to find something too. I'll work a couple things into one. Google Docs and Google Sheets are really cool because they keep everything connected between your various devices. So if I were looking like, how do you find Google Docs on this computer? This is cool. You see that I just, in the bottom left-hand corner, I just pressed here and a search bar came up, right? So I'm just gonna, my docs are right there. I'm just gonna press Docs, and then this will bring up some of my Google documents. I could start a new document. I could sync with the document that I have open already. Here's some recent documents. And this is a really neat thing too. So obviously you see that I have a phone here, right?
Right.
Watch. This is how easy it is to sync your smartphone and your tablet. Notice I'm talking to my smartphone, but everything is writing on my computer at the same time period. That's because when you use Google Docs or Google Sheets, which are free programs, everything between all of your devices sync, period. So if you do a little work on your computer, and then you do a little work on your tablet, or you do a little work on your smartphone, all the work that you've done syncs between all of your devices automatically and for free, period. I'll tell you one other cool thing before we talk about how that works a little bit. You also get, when you use, when you store anything on the cloud, you get 100 gigabytes of free Google storage for a year. when you buy this today. So there's 32 gigs of built-in storage, and that's expandable. We'll talk about that in a sec. Remind me to talk about that in a sec, please, so don't forget. And then there's 100 gigabytes of online cloud storage that come along with this as well. So if you're storing documents, or you're storing movies, or you're storing anything in the cloud so that you can access it from your other devices, that storage comes along today too. It's a lot. We are including so it's hard to get your head around it, really.
It is hard. And by the way, because you're right down there, I love the island keys. I think the island keys, and it's not backlit. I know people have asked that question, but the island keys to me are so much easier to navigate. So it's quick, it's simple, easy to navigate. There's the key. You can see the entire keyboard.
And that's B&O. That's just reminding everyone, we mentioned this earlier, Bang & Olufsen sound built in. That is the top sound profile in any HP computer. So usually when I have like an $800 or $900 all-in-one HP touchscreen, what's called the Pavilion series, those all have Bang & Olufsen. Those are the only computers I've ever sold that have Bang & Olufsen. So probably the nearest price point that I've had that's been a Bang & Olufsen has probably been about twice this price. It's extraordinary to have a $300 computer with a Bang & Olufsen sound system in it. That really is just a very, very high grade.
And then you're getting, first time ever, a touchscreen Chromebook. We've never had a touchscreen Chromebook. And then, don't forget, you're getting an entire printer. You know, if you have kids that are going off to college, let me tell you how great this is. First of all, it's a small footprint. I love that it's all in one, and you can, we talked about this a little earlier, you can definitely print from your Chromebook right to your printer. And by the way, with the printer, you can print, you can copy, you can print, and you can scan all in one. And the fact that you're additionally getting all of the text support. We've never before had the touchscreen of the Chromebook. You're getting the support of, you know, 24/7. It's your Chromebook Gold, you know, US base, you know, 365 days of this. So you're getting absolutely everything you need. You know, in the very beginning, I said this is like an office makeover, and it is. But it's an office makeover, not with brands that you don't know, or names you don't know, or operating systems that you're not familiar with. To me, this is the most familiar, it is the most safe, it is the easiest, it is the most comprehensive, and it is a crazy killer value today at $299.99. You know, we kept looking at this when I was reading, and I'm looking going, what? Really? $50 to get this home on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, no interest whatsoever on FlexPay. Remember, as we said, that you have that opportunity to have FlexPay all month long on everything. We will ship it to you for free. You always have 30 days. So you have the full 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. You don't have to worry. So you're saving money. You don't have to buy separate virus protection.
That's right.
You don't have to worry about any of that. You're not spending extra money on tech support. And it's familiar. I think that's what I love the most about the Chromebook and the Google operating system. It's just familiar for those of us who aren't maybe as tech savvy as you are, or a lot of, you know, our fabulous hosts here. I mean, it's easy.
I think you're so right. So who is this for? You might be wondering, are we? Actually, we're going to, so we had a preview. Like, there we go, hi. Thanks, Trey. My computer is plugged into your television, so you guys can kind of see, you probably know what's going on better than I do, actually. Who is this computer for? A lot of you might be sort of asking that. If you're a silver surfer, if you're, you know, someone who is maybe 50 plus, and you use your computer mainly for movies, maybe you like to listen to some music, maybe use it to surf the web a lot, look for great deals on vacations, shop for homes, maybe you have a little real estate business. Anyone who's in school, perfect for school because it's so portable. Remember, I'm just gonna grab this computer and bring it over here. Remember, this whole computer only weighs 3 pounds. So students going to class, absolutely ideal. Remember, this computer is really designed to be able to share whatever's on it with any other device. So a little bit of work that you do in class, and then maybe you're in the computer lab later, or you're on your tablet later, or whatever. Perfect, because like with Google Docs and with Google Sheets, those are free programs, and all of your work is saved immediately and is concurrently available and updated on all of your devices immediately. So ideal for Silver Surfers, ideal for students. I think for most of us, you know, except for anyone who might be like a super intense gamer. Like if you spend 6 or 7 hours gaming a day, this isn't the computer for you. Now, can you game on it? Absolutely. In fact, I've got Candy Crush open right here, and it's really, gaming is actually really fun because it's touchscreen. So it's certainly much more fun than a non-touchscreen computer. But the truth is, if you're a really intensive gamer like that, you already know that you need a computer that's entirely different than this. You know, you need a gamer's computer. But really, for 98, 99% of the population, this computer is ideal. It is simpler, it is safer, it is more secure. Something else I want you to see that just happened there. Did you notice that I did something?
Right.
I closed the computer.
And we didn't have to wait, did we?
Yeah, normally, if you close the computer, you know, it might take 3 minutes, 5 minutes to get it back on. And especially like if you're running video, like we're running here, you saw that there's hsn.com.
That's crazy.
You see that it's up and running, like it didn't even stop the live feed for Pete's sake. So I think for so many of us, it makes a lot of sense because of those things. I also want to show you, I'm just gonna take my finger and touch at the bottom here and show you guys all the things that we have open. So I'm gonna go to my browser. Here is your browser. So we're on hsn.com, right? Easy pinching, easy zooming. If you want to go to Google Maps, I've got Google Maps. I'm actually sharing. This is another cool thing built in. With Google Maps, you can share your location. So I share my location with my folks. There's my folks there, so I always know where my folks are. I can keep an eye on them. They, of course, can turn that on and off if they want, but they like to know that we're looking out for them. That, you know, we're at that age where they like it and I like it. HSN channel on YouTube, I've got that up and I've got all of these things. There's the Chrome web store, so there's tons of things that you can download there, music and movies and games and all that kind of stuff. If you are a Microsoft Office person, if you want to use Microsoft Word, you can use Microsoft Word. If you want to download Microsoft Excel, you can download Microsoft Excel. Really simple to do. If you like to watch movies, there's Netflix. And again, as I move from one of these things to the next, to the next, to the next, you'll notice the computer isn't slowing down. And boy,
I was just going to ask you about that.
Yeah, so the reason that it's not slowing down is this computer has 4 gigabytes of RAM. RAM is really important when it comes to multitasking on your computer. So with 4 gigabytes of RAM, you're able to sort of move from one thing to the other without it slowing down. And you know, all the things you see that I'm doing right here, and I'm doing them all touch screen as well. 4 gigabytes of RAM. It also has a fabulous processor. This has an AMD processor built in. AMD processors are very much built and designed for great graphics performance. When we think of AMD, we think of graphics processing. So AMD processors, for example, are in the Xbox. They're in the PlayStation, you know, those big gaming devices where a processor that really has to process video is built in. AMD, in fact, has something called, they're the only company that has an accelerated processing unit in it. And I'll just kind of briefly outline. Most computers have a central processor and a graphics processor. There's 3 steps from where the computer thinks about it in the central processor and gets it on the screen with its graphics processor. In this computer, they're actually one piece of hardware.
Oh, interesting.
So the central processor and the graphics processor are interlaced, and it goes from 3 steps to 1 step. So instead of like, what is it, wash, dry, rinse, or wash, rinse, dry, it's like one process and you're finished.
Quicker,
Imagine taking 2 steps out of any process that you do. That's why, you know, nothing lags here. When we go to video, when we go to, there's no lagging because the processor's better.
Listen, it is, as I said, it's an entire office makeover, and you are here, you are getting an opportunity right now, and I will say to anyone out there that we are way ahead of where we thought we would be in quantity remaining. I know the white is the most limited. Everyone gets the white printer, but you can choose the white. The white in terms of the actual laptop is the most limited color, but the most popular far and away is that ink blue or the slate, and you can kind of see them there side by side. First touchscreen Chromebook ever at $299, considering that you are getting a printer, an all-in-one that will print, copy, and scan that comes right along with it. You are getting 100% US-based 24/7 tech support that comes with it as well. You are getting the opportunity to get, as we said, the best part about this is having the Chromebook Google operating system with your speed. You saw that in everything, right? You open it up, immediately operating, loving the simplicity. And listen, if you're someone who is tired of asking your kids to do something for you with that computer, right, you will be able to operate this. And then the security of knowing that you're not spending additional money on virus protection. The virus protection is built in. The automatic updates are already built in there as well. The ink, I am all about this ink because I tell you what, this ink program, the Instant Ink, is one of the best parts of this without a doubt. It saves you a ton of money on ink, but the best part about it is that it knows.
Let's talk about that for a minute. So let's spend a minute on the printer.
Yes,
the computer's got a lot of love, and I'll show you, by the way, if we can, just real quickly to show you the difference between the colors. This guy, this is the gray. I think they are easier to tell when I have them on this level. Here's the gray, because they both have a darker quality to them.
Right.
That's the gray, and that's the ink blue that's been so popular. Again, the ink blue is brand new. We've never done a Chromebook in ink blue before, and as Bobby said, you guys have really loved it. Okay, the printer. So this is, first of all, it's not just a printer. I'm gonna stand up so I can demonstrate it to you guys a little better. This is a printer, scanner, pardon me, and copy machine. It has a flatbed built into it, so that's really nice for scanning. Really nice for copy. Yeah, it really is sleek, white look. There's your buttons on the top are really simple. There's a button right here and you know what? I can even just tilt this forward just a little bit, so you guys can see. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So there's a button if you wanted to make a copy. You just press that button right there. If you want to do it, that's a black copy. That's a color copy. This is for information. This is to get online, and this is to feed paper through. Really simple. But here's the key that I think most people wouldn't realize with this printer. You can print not just from your Chromebook, you can print from any device in the world that can send an email. It's wireless. Yeah, it's wireless, and it has HP ePrint built in. Oh, so if you have an iPhone, if you have a Windows computer, if you have a Mac computer, 100% compatible with all of those because you can email directly to the computer. You could be at a dinner with friends. The computer has its own email address. Somebody takes a great picture and you go, oh, I love that. Email that to BobbyRayCarter@HPEprint.com. When you get home, the picture is there and waiting for you already. So universally compatible. So that means your husband can use his iPad with this. You can use your new Chromebook. Your daughter can use her PC. Everybody can use it. The other awesome thing about it, it has what's called HP Instant Ink. So it includes 2 full cartridges. Okay, so that's to start. These are not trial or intro. You know what cartridges cost, right? Full black cartridge, full color cartridge included. So even if you just have a printer at home where you're gonna have to buy new cartridges, a lot of people don't buy new printers anymore. They just don't buy new cartridges anymore. It's just as inexpensive to just start over. I mean, the companies really make it that way. But here's the good news. You're gonna pay half as much as everybody else moving forward in ink, everyone who just buys ink off the shelf, because this has what's called HP Instant Ink. HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement service where you save up to 50% off original HP ink. So your printer knows when it's out of ink and it orders it for you. Automatically comes to your house. So cool. $5 a month. There's 3 different plans. There's a 3, a 5, and a 10. Most people use the $5 plan. Your prints are 5 pennies a piece. Your full 8.5 by 11 colored gorgeous prints are only 5 pennies now. No annual fee. You can increase or decrease the plan at any time. You can cancel at any time. Ink shipping and cartridge recycling are all included. And if we have the slide that shows how much money you save, you guys have got to see this. Oh, we don't have that? Well, I can tell you off the top of my head, actually. It's great. So for those of us who do the $5 plan, which is, again, it's $5 a month. You get 100 pages, so that breaks down to 5 pennies a page. And if you go over, it's still only $1 for another 20 pages each time. So it's still 5 cents a page. The average user saves about $200 a month. I think it's $196 using that plan. If you do the bigger plan, which is 300 pages a month for $10, like if you have a little office in your house or you have a bunch of kids in school, that user saves over $600 a year in typical ink costs alone. So the printer may very well pay for the whole deal in the first year or so that you use it. And you're not buying this separately, by the way. Right, if you just tuned in, it comes with the purchase. We have only about 4 minutes remaining, and oh, wait a minute, we have to talk about, before I forget, I know you wanted me to remind you about the expandable memories. Thank you. We're digressing, but we had to get that in. Thank you for reminding me. It is important. So the memory that's built in, 32 gigs of memory are built in, and what that means is that's onboard storage for storing movies, music, games, whatever you want. Most people store those kind of things on the cloud now, or they stream them to their computer. However, if you really like storing things directly to your computer, no problem at all. And if you want more memory than that, no, people have asked, can I get the 64 gigabyte version? Well, here's what you can do. This has a little expandable memory card slot right there. That's called a micro SD card slot. You can pop up to a 256 gigabyte card in there. So what is that? Awesome. I think that would octuple the memory of the tablet. Memory cards are inexpensive. We're talking, you know, $10, $15, $20. Most of you won't need to do that. But if you decide you want to store hundreds of movies right on the computer, or thousands and thousands and thousands of songs right on the computer, it's as simple as a memory card slot, you know, and most computers, many computers I should say, don't have the ability to upgrade their memory just like that. And remember, it only weighs about 3.4 pounds and has an 8 to 10 hour battery life.
I love it. And it is touchscreen, so it is the first touchscreen Chromebook we've ever had. So I know we have just a couple of minutes remaining, and all we can say is just get it home. You will not be disappointed. So whether you are like we are going, you know, I really don't even need one, but I gotta have it. I mean, it is such a phenomenal, phenomenal value, as I mentioned before, with all of the names and the operating systems that you know and that you trust and that you're comfortable with. And the fact that you are getting not just a laptop with the Chromebook, your Google operating system, that you're getting your all-in-one printer that goes right along with it. You are not alone. You have the Chromebook Gold, which is your tech support hub, which is phenomenal, that comes along with that. And again, you have that ability, as we talk about, to choose your color, the white, the most limited, the ink blue. First time we've ever had ink blue in a Chromebook, and it is far and away in the lead. The sound, the Bang & Olufsen sound on this, I can't even imagine sitting down and just listening to music on it.
It's fabulous.
The sound is spectacular, and that it's easy. It's easy to operate. So if you're listen, if all you basically use it for is maybe FaceTime or emailing or listening